Vision Forward's In Focus team presents.
Hi, this is Luke Scriven here at Vision Forward. Welcome back to another In Focus Tech Talk. In today's Tech Talk, we're taking a look at keyboard shortcuts in Gmail. Gmail is obviously a very popular email program, and we can make our lives a little bit easier by enabling and using keyboard shortcuts. Now bear in mind, if you are a screen reader user, some of the default shortcuts don't seem to work properly because they interfere with the screen reader's own shortcuts. You can customize Gmail's keyboard shortcuts, and in a future video we'll probably take a look at how to do that to make it work a bit better with your screen reader. But for the moment, let's go ahead and start taking a look at some of those default keyboard shortcuts. The first thing we'll want to do is go to the settings cogwheel at the top right of our Gmail screen, and we need to enable keyboard shortcuts in here. So we'll open up our quick settings here, and at the top we have an option to see all settings, and we're going to want to go ahead and click on that, and then we'll scroll down the settings screen that opens until we find where it says keyboard shortcuts, and there's two options here: keyboard shortcuts off and keyboard shortcuts on. Obviously we want to check keyboard shortcuts on, and then don't forget to scroll down to the bottom of the screen and hit the Save Changes button to make sure that those keyboard shortcuts are enabled. Once those are enabled, then we're ready to start using our keyboard shortcuts. Let's start off by talking about navigating emails and going to different folders and that type of thing. So when we first open Gmail, we're in our inbox, and we can move between emails by pressing the up and down arrow keys. And we will see on the left of the email where we have a checkbox and a little star symbol. Those will get darker as we move to them, and there's also a blue line to the left of those which indicates which email we're currently on. So to move between emails, just up and down arrow keys. To open an email, of course, we can press enter. Once we have an email open, we can use the up and down arrow keys to scroll through the email. Now from here, we can move between emails and just without having to go back to the inbox, we can just move between emails and see them. So in order to do that, if I press the letter K, it will move me to a newer email. So press K, here's a newer email. Press K, here's a newer email. If I press J, I'll go to an older email. So here's some older emails. And so we can quickly navigate through our emails just by hitting J and K, which is very easy. And once we've done that, we might want to go back to our inbox and view that. In order to do so, if we press U, just the letter U, and that will take us right back to our inbox here. So all very nice and easy ways of navigating our emails. As we navigate through our inbox using the up and down arrow keys, we might want to select certain emails, and we might want to delete them, or we might want to flag them as spam and things like that. So as we're moving up and down through the emails, if we press X on an email, it will go ahead and select that email, and we'll see the checkbox will be filled out, and we'll get this blue selection kind of color there. So we know those emails are selected. Once we have them selected, we might want to, let's say, delete them. And to do that, we can press the number sign. So that's going to be a Shift and 3 for the number sign. So if we hold Shift and press 3, it will delete all of those selected emails. Now we might want to do the same and report those emails as spam. And in order to do this, we can go ahead and press the exclamation sign. So that would be a Shift and a number 1. I won't do that because I don't want to mark these emails as spam. But if I did, then that would be an easy way to do it. Of course, to unselect an email, we can go ahead and just move to the email that's selected and press the X, and it will go ahead and unselect it. Another thing we might want to do is star an email so it goes into our starred folder. And in order to do that, as we're moving through our emails, when we get to one that we want to star, we just press S, and it's going to go ahead and star the email, and that little star icon will be filled in with yellow to let us know that that email is starred. Now, another thing we might want to do is move between our email folders to take a look at what emails we have in different folders. So we're in the inbox at the moment. The way that we move between folders is by pressing G and then pressing a letter from the folder's name. So G means go. So if we want to go to the starred folder, for example, we would press G, then S, and that would mean go to starred folder. So let's try that. GS, it's loading, and there we go. Now we've gone to our starred folder. For the inbox, GI, go to inbox, GI, and we're back in our inbox. To go to the sent folder, we can't have GS because that would be the starred folder, so it's going to be GT instead. So T is the last letter in the word sent. So GT, and here is our sent folder. Excellent. And let's go back to the inbox, GI. And of course, when we move to those folders, we can then just start using our arrow keys and all of those shortcuts we looked at previously, we can use in any of these folders. That's some really neat ways to navigate quickly. Now, we might also want to go to the next page of our emails and the previous page of our emails. So if you're anything like me, you're going to have a lot of emails, and there might be numerous pages of emails. And we're going to keep on using our G command here, so go with G, and we can press P or N for next or previous page. So if we want to go to the previous page of emails, GP, and if we want to go to a next page of emails, GN, and so on and so forth. So nice and simple there to just navigate through our pages of emails. Now we've looked at navigation, we're going to look at actually writing and sending emails, and there's a bunch of shortcuts that are super useful for this as well. And of course, when we're sending emails, we might be writing a new email, we might be replying to an email, replying all, or forwarding an email. There's a number of different things we can do. Let's take a look at writing a new email here. So from our inbox, or actually from anywhere, should I say, if we press the letter C, it's going to go ahead and open a new message. So C stands for compose. So we've pressed C, now we've opened up a new message. And of course we can go ahead and fill it out. So I'll go ahead and send an email to myself here. If I so I'm in the to field, I've gone ahead and filled out an email address. I'm going to press tab to move to the subject field here. And we'll go ahead and put in a subject. Hello, press tab. Now we're in the body of the email, and I'll just type hello again because I'm not very imaginative. And when we're ready to send, then we can go ahead and use the shortcut Control and Enter. So Control Enter, and now I've sent that email to myself, and I look forward to receiving it and reading it. So nice and easy there. Let's take a look at how to reply to emails. So we'll move to an email that we want to reply to. Now this is an email from Pinterest, and I don't actually want to reply to this, but let's pretend that I do. So C for compose was a new email. R for reply is going to be replying to an email. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit R here. And so now I could go ahead and type out my reply to this email. Press a bunch of random letters there. And again, if I want to send this email now, I could press Control and Enter. In this case, I don't want to send this email. So I'm going, oh, no, I just received the email I sent to myself. Excellent. So in this case, I don't want to send this email. And so I'm going to press Escape to get out of the email. And then I'm going to press U to go back to my inbox there. And so now that email that I had started to write is saved as a draft. So that's how I can reply to an email. Now, what I could do is I could also press Shift and R if I wanted to reply to that email in a new window. So we can actually add Shift to any of these shortcuts that we're talking about now to do them in a new window. So for example, I'm going to move to another email here. And let's say that this was sent and there was multiple people copied in. I could press A to reply all. So reply all is going to be A, or I could press Shift A to reply all in a new window. Let's try that, Shift A. And now I'm replying all in a new window. And it's the same thing here. I can type my reply and just go ahead and press Control Enter to send it. And I'm just going to hit Escape instead because I don't actually want to send this email. And then I'll press U to go back to my inbox. No prizes for guessing how we forward. It is indeed by using F. So again, moving to an email that we want to forward and pressing F, and then we can go ahead and type in the email address of who we want to forward it to and press Control and Enter to send it. And we could do Shift F if we had wanted to send that forward that email in a new window. So I think you get the idea here. All of those are pretty straightforward. Definitely some of the easiest ones to remember because you're just pressing the first letter of the thing that you want to do. So that was a very quick rundown of some useful keyboard shortcuts within Gmail. We might indeed, as I said, do another video on how to create custom shortcuts and maybe do another video on some additional shortcuts, but hopefully we covered some of the main ones that people would be using. And if you want to, you can really get in deep with this stuff. So like I say, it's always worth checking out some of the Google support pages if you're interested in doing that. Or of course you can get in touch with us and we'd be happy to talk to you about this or any other assistive technology topics. So feel free to give us a call, 414-615-0103, or you could send us an email at infocus@vision-forward.org or visit our website vision-forward.org. Thanks a lot, and we shall see you in the next video.